£125 weight class championship is going to be a dandy, Ben Duell. Ryan Becker of Plainville and Corey Burton of Hill City. They've met 3 times before. Burton has the 2-1 advantage. It ought to be a dandy.
Burton in the black and white uniform gets deep penetration, gets in on the single, and when he brings Becker to the mat, he'll score 2, and he has. Becker in a good sit-out, though, tries to grab ahead. They're working on the out-of-bounds line, and they do ditch it and go out of bounds. It's a 2-0 lead, Corey Burton of Hill City.
My understanding that Burton won in the conference championship match 6-4, but they did split in the other 2 matches this year, so Ben, you know, it could be anybody's match.
Corey Burton in the black uniform gives up a reversal. A good move. Ryan Becker of Plainville caught him off balance, but Burton comes back in. He could get an escape here and get the reversal himself. So now, Rich, the score is 4-2, and it's in favor of Corey Burton of Hill City in the black uniform.
Really is, and a lot of good action right there on the mat. You see it, both wrestlers in the Mid-Continent Conference, and really both competing well here. Corey Burton of the Hill City Ring next, and the Cardinals from Plainville looking to edge closer to Atwood in that team title chase.
Burton on a good trip, traps the ankle, maintains control. Ryan Becker trailing 4-2, continues to get to his base, and Burton hooks up a cradle. They're on the edge of the mat. I don't know if he can pull him back in, but Burton has the cradle hooked up.
Well, they were just too close to the mat. It looked like the edge over there, and he couldn't get it cranked up and pull him over. This looks like one of those matches that's going to be really close all the way, and maybe a lot of flurries.
Ryan Becker of Plainville trailing 4-2 in the maroon uniform, bottom position, 50 seconds remaining in the first period. Plenty of time left in this match.
Becker 23-7 on the year in the maroon uniform. Burton 25-4 in the black uniform.
Corey Burton with a good cross-chest ride brings Ryan Becker right down to the mat, has him under control, but Becker doing a good job getting back to his base. Burton hanging on now, has a good leg ride hooked in. Riding time is not a factor. It used to be, Rich, back in the old days that you got points for riding time.
Did away with that quite a few years ago, probably almost 15, 20 years ago.
And it speeded wrestling up. You know, you have to score your points from a takedown, or you have to score with near fall points, or a reversal, or an escape.
Well, the first period comes to a close, and in the black uniform, Corey Burton of Hill City has the advantage of 4-2 over Ryan Becker of Plainville. Becker in the quarterfinals defeated Matt Park of Oakley. It was a real close match, 3-2. And then Bonner, he defeated Bonner in the semifinals to get to the championship match. Meanwhile, Burton of Hill City got there, and we'll check that in a little bit.
Becker, with his choice to the bottom side, thought he could get up and get out, but Corey Burton puts a good head lever ride. Has that head right in the armpit. He can maintain control as long as he hangs onto the wrist. Keeps a good tight waist lock in. Might look for a chance to crowd Ryan Becker over. Now Becker and Corey Burton steps across and gets a body press. He's got a body press. It has a chance to pick up near fall points. A lot of pressure on Ryan Becker. He wants a timeout. The official doesn't buy that, though. It's a good move on the part of Corey Burton, and he may have a chance to score a fall. It's not an illegal move, but let's take a look here and see what it is.
Well, he did hurt his arm in some fashion.
Well, I tell you what, I don't think, Rich, we're talking about a break here. It looks like a possible hyperextension of the shoulder. It was a good leverage. It was fully a legitimate move on the part of Corey Burton. Boy, he had that body press in there. I know he scored 3 points. They haven't gone on the board yet. But I tell you what, I think you'll see Ryan Becker get up and wrestle again. Could be a pinched nerve, too.
Well, I got to tell you, the trainer is out there to take a look. But, boy, it was a really a very good move on the part of Corey Burton, wasn't it?
Well, you know, we talked about the fact that wrestling is the aggressor sport. You get penalized for coasting.
Let me mention that Corey Burton in the regional tournament lost in the championship to Matt Park of Oakley. Park finished third at 125 pounds. He got beat in the quarterfinals by Becker. Park did. Looks like we may continue. What do you think?
Well, I would make a guess.
Here it is, Ben. Call it again.
Well, I tell you, see, it's a legal move. It's a body press. The leverage is in. It's not illegal at all. And the wrestler, and hopefully, and rightfully so, has chosen to go ahead and wrestle.
Well, he was really working for the fall there.
But it was a 3-point near fall, Rich, and so the score now is 7-2. Corey Burton, the aggressor from Hill City in the black uniform, really feels his oats now. We're in the second period, and now Ryan Becker comes back and tries to get a reversal, and he's going to get an escape. He does have one. Burton with a little shuck tries to get a throw by and come back in and score again. Becker backing out of bounds in the maroon uniform. Trails 7-3. The match tightens up a little bit with 48 seconds to go.
And Becker doesn't show any real ill effects of that arm. He's really coming out trying to be aggressive. He knows he's got his work cut out.
Burton now, he's not going to be real defensive. He wants to make good penetration. But Ryan Becker comes in and gets good penetration deep in on the single, gets a trip. There's a whizzer hooked in, but the takedown is awarded. And so it is getting tight. 7-5 now is the score. Corey Burton coasted just a little bit, and Ryan Becker put a move on and scored 2.
Well, I got to tell you, the coach from Plainville, by the way, is a former Northwest Kansas League state champion at Oberlin, Brad Fredrickson, who got a team championship last year at Plainville, and he'd like to see Becker come back. Becker comes back and tries to put a move on Corey Burton. Burton with a long, elongated switch tries to come around. Becker is still in control in the maroon uniform. Burton flat on his stomach in the black uniform, and Becker tries to turn, but time expires in the second period, Rich. We don't have a winner declared yet, do we? Burton had a 7-2 advantage, but Becker is battled back to within 2 at 7-5 as we go to the final period. And what looked like Burton pretty much in control all of a sudden, he's going to have a battle here in the final 2 minutes. Well, we'll talk about the injury situation. Should Ryan Becker be the winner, Becker comes in aggressively. Burton with the escape, though, leads 8-5, but Becker coming back trying to score 2 on the takedown. As you saw on the screen, however, Burton trying to get a tip right on the edge of the mat. He's in a good position. Head under the arm. And Ryan Becker defending in the maroon uniform. They ditch it, go out of bounds. And with 1:32 to go, Corey Burton still has an 8-5 lead. Well, these two guys are familiar to each other. They have wrestled before. 3 times, as I said. Burton holds a 2-1 advantage. Becker with a counter now, Rich. He will have to come around. He'll be warned for stalling. He'll have to make an aggressive move. He is strictly defending right at the moment. Becker now putting the pressure on and forcing, or rather Burton put the pressure on and forcing Becker out of bounds. Corey Burton in the dark uniform continues to lead 8-5, 1:09 to go. Becker comes right back in, right on the whistle. Caught Corey Burton napping. And scored a takedown. It tightens up 8-7. He may want to let him up, Ben. Becker trying to put a move on, and Corey Burton taps Becker on his shoulders and gets a reversal. And I'll tell you, this is championship wrestling at 125 pounds. In the dark uniform, Becker, Corey Burton in the dark uniform is out in front 10-7. But I guarantee you, Ryan Becker of Plainville is not quitting. Corey Burton hangs on to the leg. Becker trying to get around to the side. He would like to hook up a cradle. We're down to 22 seconds. Burton in the dark uniform still leads 10-7. We're down to 16 seconds. We're down to 16 seconds, and
Ryan Becker simply can't get his leg loose, but he puts in a reverse half Nelson from the front position.
Becker is not in control, I don't think. Corey Burton has won the title. At 125 pounds, Ben, it was a good match.
Well, it was, Rich. Not a lot of loafing, not a lot of coaching. Both wrestlers were aggressive. But we should point out that Corey Burton really did have things under control when he had the body press near fall working.
So, 125-pound champion Corey Burton of Hill City over Ryan Becker of Plainville, 10-7. Now we'll go to the award stand at 119 pounds. And for fourth place at 119 pounds, Lyle Geyer of Leota. The consolation champion at 119 pounds will be Tony Van Dyke. Tony Van Dyke, consolation champion at 119. Now they haven't gotten to the award stand. There they are. Fourth place, Lyle Geyer of Leota. Consolation champion for third from St. Francis, Kansas, Tony Van Dyke. Van Dyke won that match 6-1 over Geyer of Leota. For the championship, Todd O'Donnell finishes second, 28-4 on the year, loses the championship match to Brent Rickfording from Wellsville, 7-6. And the 1989 Kansas 119-pound champion, Class 3, 2-1A, as I said, Brent Rickfording from Wellsville.